Hey guys, the section of violence here. Let's go over the Bellator card. We won't go over the UFC card just yet. I gotta still process what just went down. Really rough card for UFC, but we'll get into that in a bit. Let's uh let's get into the Bellator card. So first I'd like to apologize for the first three fights. I underestimated the all three of them. Thought it would be a little more challenging than it was, but boy was I wrong, especially about Sarvdon. Saravad Zon, he's a beast, man. He really made Jose Maria Tom look like it was his first day out there. And yeah, that's on me, guys. I just don't know what to think of these guys. If they're just gonna dry hump or if they're actually gonna be like the assassins that I know they can be. And that was an assassin performance, so it is what it is. I got that pick wrong, but I still yeah, I got nothing else to say about that other than I got it wrong. I got the prediction right, but the bet wrong. Moving on, we had Stephen Hill winning unanimous decision. He did just that. Man, I thought Fusi would be better than that. He is absolutely terrible. Stephen Hill showed a lot of well-roundedness, some good striking, good grappling. Definitely got to watch out for him in the future. But yeah, moving on, we had Luke Train. I'm not going to talk about these fights too long because it was Bellator, you know. I don't really know how to judge them moving forward, like championship material, etc. But yes, Luke Trainer, man, he delivered another good performance. Wish this was last fight, but I guess a little tougher competition. God, he made Lucas look bad. He absolutely muscled him around. Got a nice rear naked choke, and yeah, made it look quite easy. Also, Lucas Alcina is definitely not set out for MMA. Wasn't impressed by his performance at all. Definitely don't think he will be welcome back to the Bellator cage anytime soon. Luke Trainer is definitely someone to watch out for, but yeah, definitely wasn't too impressed because that was a performance he should have done. But yeah, moving on, we have Soli versus Chimera. I believe Soli he had a great fight. I think he deserved the win. Um, I think he was more effective with his grappling. Chimera didn't really do much. So I don't really know I don't really know what to say about that other than he didn't really effectively use his grappling. I feel Nicola Soli was far more efficient with his grappling. He deserved the win, especially with the reception he had at home. That was awesome. Good win for him. But yeah, definitely was a weird fight. Moving on, we had Drago Zabuco versus Simone Biong. Definitely no grappling game for Drago Zabuco. Simone Biong is no grappler, and he's not like a really aficionado like grappler, and he made him look like he was absolutely nothing on the ground. Simone's definitely someone to watch out for, but his striking is very rudimentary. So is his grappling, very basic. High level guys will make easy work of him, in my opinion, but yeah, Luke Trainer's not a high level guy, so at least not yet. But yeah, easy win for Simon. Lock of the card came through. Moving on, we had Yves Landu beating Walter Cogliano. I didn't think that would be that easy, but Yves made it look really easy. Yves dominated the grappling, which wasn't expected. He dominated the striking, which was expected. Definitely wish I put more faith into him. I didn't know he was that good, but definitely proved it in this fight. Great grappling, great get-ups, good cardio. He's still doing backflips after a lot of energy displayed in that fight. So great performance. Good win for UVs. Good cash. Very happy for that. But yeah, moving on, we had Manuela Marcano, and she got robbed. I'm just gonna say it right now. She won every single round of that fight. Whoever scored it for Penko should quit judging, and just retire because that was a robbery and a half. Penko did not win that fight. I'm very disgusted on that fight. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't know what fight they were watching, but we ended up losing that fight due to a robbery. So can't say much about that, but it was a robbery. We were on the right side, but the judges, the judges are the judges. So moving on. Another close fight I should have paid a little more attention to. Theobald Goatee versus Alfie Davis. Alfie Davis just again he showed a lot of holes, but those holes aren't gaping enough for Theobald Goatee to take advantage of. I think he got a broken forearm at some point, but he's very tough mentally, and he did try his best, especially in that third round. But man, he just don't have the footwork or the striking to deal with guys who can strike from distances like Michael Venom Page. I don't know how he's going to deal with a guy like that. But yeah, Alfie Davis gets a win. He's definitely a prospect, but I don't rate him that highly. Like his grappling isn't that great. His striking isn't that great. It's just all right. But yeah, keep that in mind moving forward. Moving on, we had Cristelo Vanstinas versus Camille Onasjuk. Man, that was quite an easy performance once he got the leg kicks off, man. It was systematic destruction after that. It was pretty hard to watch after he couldn't really walk. It was kind of just like he's gonna get beat up, and that he did. He got hurt on the feet, and he got finished quite convincingly. It was a brutal, brutal finish. Nice Darce choke finish. Camille had nothing really for him. Good striking, but that's about it. Great win for Costello. I don't know how he's going to do in the division moving forward, losing to Fabian, but Fabian's no joke, so can't take too much out of that. Costello's definitely. Oh, actually, no, he beat Fabian. He lost to somebody though. Salter. That's who he lost to. A little bit of annoying, but whatever. Costello gets the job done. Should have had more faith in him. Moving forward, though, we had Davy Galon. I thought he won the fight, even though he was in the back foot a lot of the time. Daniel Scatizzi did win the fight. Wasn't a robbery for sure. I thought he did have a conversation for winning that fight. Very, I mean, he's not going to be very successful with his style because he just lays and prays. He doesn't do anything. Um, Unless the guy has bad cardio, then he can just drown him. But usually he's just a grinder. That's his style. He's not very pretty. Striking isn't good. Grappling is all right. Like it's decent, but I don't know. Definitely wasn't too impressed with him. I was more really upset with how lackadaisical Davey was and how he fought with no urgency. But it is what it is. Davey's just out there for a good time, so can't really take too much out of that. Moving on, we had Andrew Fisher, who's about to be retired after that performance from Gonzalez, because boy did he put a beating on Fisher. Absolute beating, especially in that third round. That was hard to watch. Gonzalez, man, J Train is a problem in that division, and he is really, really good. Very, very impressed with his performance. Great boxing. Definitely wasn't anticipating that, but yeah, great performance. Thought it was gonna be more of a wrestling performance. He didn't even really need to use his wrestling at all. So that was awesome to watch. Great performance. But yeah, moving on, we had Saul Rogers, and he lost to Tim Wild, and I'm very upset because Tim Wild's a very good fighter, and I just didn't rate Alfie Davis that highly. That's why I didn't know how to rate his loss to Alfie. Very unfortunate turn of events because we would have won this fight if I did play Alfie, because Tim would have won too. But it is what it is. We lost both. Two bad predictions that would have made a little bit of a difference on the night, possibly even a double-digit night for Barrett Bellator, but it is what it is. Tim Wild is definitely a prospect to watch out for, but yeah, he does have his holes, so I also have to keep that in mind. Saul Rogers is, yeah, going to have a lot of problem with strikers, but he can deal with mediocre guys. Moving on, though, we have Charlie Ward versus Fabian Edwards. Systematic beatdown for Fabian Edwards. Really good performance. Um, I thought he was gonna get a submission, but I mean a TKO, but I'll take the decision win. Great performance. Charlie Ward's very tough, so great win, great experience too. Looked great in the grappling exchanges. Excited to see how Fabian's career goes. Definitely a prospect. But yeah, moving on, we had Adam Piccolotti. We had, sorry, Monsois Barnois for 5 units. He came through clutch, proved why he's such a highly touted prospect. Absolute beast this man is. I'm excited to see him work some more in the UFC. I mean, in Bellator, he is great, great striking, great grappling. I'm excited to see him work more in the upcoming cards. Finished plus 9 units on a card, 9.44. Um, really interesting day that I'll get into after this video. But yeah, like, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.